to the media news on OSBC. My name is Tajuddin Amodu. The World Health Organization has said Nigeria had significantly increased its national tuberculosis case finding by 50% in 2021 using innovative approaches. The WHO Regional Director for Africa, Dr. Mashidiso Moeti, made this known in a message in commemoration of the World TB Day. World Tuberculosis Day is marked yearly on March 24 to raise public awareness about the devastating health, social and economic consequences of the preventable disease and call for accelerated action to end it. According to Moeti, this year's theme, "Yes, we can end tuberculosis," highlights the need to ensure equitable access to prevention and care in line with the drive towards universal health coverage and the Sustainable Development Goals. He added that it is important to find and diagnose cases of tuberculosis so that the patient can be treated and their contact offered preventive medication. The Osun state chapters of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and the All Progressives Congress, APC, have expressed hope for victory as the Court of Appeal in Abuja today delivers judgment to determine winner of the July 16th governorship election in the state. Also, State Command of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps said it had deployed personnel to critical infrastructure ahead of the judgment. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, had returned Senator Ademola Adeleke of the PDP as the winner of the poll. INEC said Adeleke polled 403,371 votes to defeat the then incumbent governor, Adegboyega Oyetola of the APC, who got 375 and 27 votes. But Oyetola and the APC rejected the results of the poll and headed for the tribunal. In its January 27, 2023 majority verdict, the Justice Tese Kume-led tribunal annulled Adeleke's victory and declared Oyetola winner of the poll. However, a minority judgment by Justice Obuli affirmed Adeleke as the winner of the poll. The Court of Appeal heard the appeal on March 13 and reserved its judgment till today. The security agencies have vowed to prosecute no fewer than 203 electoral offenders who were arrested in 20 states during the just concluded general election. Police commands in the states and other security agencies told newsmen that the suspect will face trial after investigations. Commissioner of Police in Ogun State, Frank Umba, disclosed that 30 persons were arrested for allegedly engaging in electoral violence and vote buying during the governorship election in the state. He explained that the suspects were arrested in different parts of the state for unlawful possession of firearms and voter inducement, among other offenses. Similarly, at least 11 individuals suspected electoral offenders were nabbed by the Bayelsa State Police Command. Confirming the incident, spokesman for the command, Asinim Buswat, stated that 11 suspects were arrested across the 3 senatorial districts of the Bayelsa State. In Ogun and Benue states, the suspects were caught with various exhibits including cash, electoral materials, customized automated teller machine cards, and locally made pistols, and were taken to custody by the police and the anti-graft agencies. Countries in the Lake Chad Basin region have urged to establish an enduring network and synergy to stem the proliferation of small arms and light weapons in the region. Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Mr. Boss Mustafa, gave the Council at a 2-day multilateral meeting with stakeholders from the region in Abuja. At the meeting were representatives of the 3 other countries of Lake Chad Basin region, including Cameroon, Niger Republic, and Chad. Mr. Mustafa said Nigeria, along with other Lake Chad Basin countries, should take advantage of the epic meeting to address the menace of SON in the region. He stressed the need to work together to implement the existing international and regional agreements on small arms control and to promote the development and implementation of new ones. Osun State government will not relent at motivating teachers, most especially those attending to people with special needs, to ensure academic excellence in schools across the state. Governor Ademola Adeleke stated this at the handing over ceremony of the inclusive education equipment and materials to children and young persons with disabilities in mainstream schools. Said Adibodi has more on the story.
Primary School, Osogbo, was the venue of the program where stakeholders in ensuring quality education for disabled gathered to be part of yet another historic event. Addressing the gathering, Governor Ademola Adeleke said that within 100 days in office, people with special needs have benefited immensely from the present administration. Governor Adeleke, who was represented by his deputy Prince Kola Adewusi, appreciated the efforts of the organizers, saying that their project will ensure the comfort of the student with special needs even while studying. That the state government will do everything possible to better the lots of the physically challenged. Called on the beneficiaries of the various projects to cultivate the maintenance culture to serve as encouragement for others who shall assist further.
It will be quickly looked into so that you can have the rest of mind that your rights can be taken care of by provision of law supporting it.
In his speech, the Executive Secretary of Subeb, Mr. Yahya Bakari, was represented by the Director of Social Mobilization and Special Education, Adeoye Adebola, noted that Subeb appreciates the community advancement for self-reliance effort aimed at bringing comfort to students with special needs. He also commended the state government for the provision of free education and free meal at the special schools across the state. According to him, child education is a collective responsibility which must not be compromised. Mrs. Eni Ayenis, the Executive Secretary, Community Advancement for Self-Reliance Effort, while speaking, explained that our NGO, in collaboration with Leprosy Association of Nigeria, have worked to support inclusive education for all in Osogbo and Olonda local government of the state. Mrs. Ayeni noted that the various projects are aimed at ensuring enrollment of the young and the physically challenged. She called for the enactment of the disability law, which she said will reduce discrimination being faced by the physically challenged. The Chairman, Joint Association of People with Disability, Mr. Stephen Oluwafemi, thereafter presented the disability draft bill to the governor. The program climaxed with the commissioning of an equipped ICT room and toilet facilities for students with special needs. From the office of the Deputy Governor, this is Saeed Adeboje reporting.
The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has said no fewer than 176,408 candidates will sit for the optional mock UTME on March 30, 2023. In a statement by the head, Public Affairs and Protocol of JAMB, Dr. Fabian Benjamin, the board said all candidates for the mock UTME are to visit JAMB website to print their slips after inputting their registration numbers. The board explained that the notification slip contained the candidate's registration number, venue, date, and to JAMB. This will enable them to locate their centers before the examination. The board also reiterated that the scheduled commencement time for the examination was sacrosanct, while restating zero tolerance for examination malpractices. And now to sport. Super Eagles had sought perfect AFCON qualifying run against Guinea-Bissau. Nigeria will welcome Guinea-Bissau in a battle for supremacy at the top of the table as two teams who have made the fine start to their respective African Cup of Nations qualifying campaigns face off at the Moshood Abiola Stadium, Abuja, today. Both teams are unbeaten during the ongoing qualifiers. While the Super Eagles have claimed the maximum points from their opening two games, the White Dogs of Guinea-Bissau have 4 points after a win and a draw. After beginning their AFCON qualifying with a 2-1 victory against Sierra Leone, Joe Pesero's men made easy work out of Sao Tome and Principe with a comfortable 10-0 win on June 13. Napoli forward Victor Osimhen was the star of the show as he netted 4 times and set up further strikes for Moses Simon and Tere Murphy, who were joined on the score sheet by Peter Etebo, Ademola Lookman, and Emmanuel Dennis. And on the foreign scene, French workers angry that the pension age is being increased blocked access to terminal at the Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris during the nationwide protests. Report says the demonstration forced some travelers to get there on foot. It adds that train services were also disrupted and some schools shut while garbage piled up on the streets and electricity output was cut. The union pressured the government to withdraw the law that delays retirement by 2 years, changing it from 62 to age 64. President Emmanuel Macron had earlier said the legislation which his government pushed through the French parliament without a vote will come into force by year-end despite escalating tensions. It also reported that plumes of smoke were seen rising from burning piles of debris blocking traffic on highway near Toulouse in southwestern France, and white cats strike briefly blocked roads on other cities as well. The spontaneous protests near the airport terminal 1 will not impact flights, as protest rallies were also across the country, including the northern city of Dunkirk. And with that, we have come to the end of Midday News on OSBC. Join us at 3 for the state news. It was edited by Babatunde Bolazito. Good afternoon.
kó lè dáa ètò àtàtà tó gbalé gboko gbáǹkọ́gbì ètò tó ń kó àwọn ọlọ́gbọ́n amòye àtọ̀kùlùlù jọ jíròrò lórí báwùjọ wa yóò ṣe dára tí yóò rojú ráyè tóun gbogbo yóò sì máa lọ déédéé. láago 7:30 sí 9 ọjọ́ ìsinmi tó ń bọ̀ yìí látún pàdé lórí ètò kó lè dáa lórí ìkànnì yìí channel 32 UHF tẹlifíṣàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. ẹ̀gbọ́ná kí láàmú gbọ́ lọ́jọ́ ìsinmi tó ń bọ̀. ẹ má tí ì já àná ń bẹ́ nítorí pé ẹni à ń gbéyàwó bọ̀ wá bá kì í garùn tó ṣe bí òwe. ẹ̀yin ẹ ṣáà ti fi sọ́kàn ká ẹ pàdé wa lórí ètò níbi tẹ́ ẹ tún ti láǹfààní àti tẹ aago wọlé ọgbà bẹ́tò bá ń lọ lọ́wọ́. kó lè dá tọ̀sẹ̀ yìí yóò fa kìkì.
Wama arisalinaka ila rahamatan lil alamin. Àrísálà ètò pàtàkì yìí yóò máa wáyé lórí ẹ̀rọ móhùnmáwòrán yín channel 32 UHF ilé àwíyé òkè baálẹ̀ Òṣogbo ní déédéé aago 4:00 sí aago 5 ìrọ̀lẹ́. ètò yìí ni ó máa tọ́ wa sọ́nà gẹ́gẹ́ bí mùsùlùmí òdodo láti gbé ìgbé ayé ìrọ̀rùn ká lè jèrè nílé ayé àti níjọ́ ìgbéǹde àlìkíámọ̀. Jímọ̀ ayọ̀ la máa ṣe o, máa ń sàlám.
Sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammadin wa halalihi aqqadrihi wa miqdari lazimi.
Ya Rasule, Ya Habibe, Rahmatul lil Alamin.
The Message, The Message. The program titled The Message will be coming on air every Friday afternoon between 1 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. The program is designed to explain doubts and nurturing convictions about Islam by addressing